Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
So let us start today's mock classes. So I should proceed on the first participant, Tipu Muduli. Tipu Muduli, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Tipu Muduli, describe yourself in English.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. I, Tipu Muduli. I have completed my BSc with Physics Honors from Noyagada Autonomous College and a B.Ed from Government Research Training College, Fulbani.
So what is your subject? You are going to teach for which subject?
Sir, mathematics.
For which subject you have been selected, Tipu?
Sir, TGD Mathematics.
Very good. So, Tipu, mathematics is a very challenging subject for so many students. So, have you any classroom experience of teaching mathematics before, particularly to CBSE students?
No, sir. I did some, but in my B.Ed, the internship program.
Then being a fresher, how do you prepare yourself for this particular job? I mean, as you said, you have very little experience in teaching classroom teaching, particularly to CBSE students. So, how could you prepare yourself for this job?
Sir, first thing I'm
Do
very
you have
much.
any answer? Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to phrase. I'm trying to give my own phrase. Please, sir, rectify if any time. Okay. So first thing, I'm very much passionate and enthusiastic about teaching, and mathematics is one of my favorite subject among them. And yes, I appreciate that I have a little experience, and it is challenging for me to address the students in class. But
No, you will say that I have a very sound knowledge in my all the topics that is going to be covered in the syllabus, and I will do my homework properly, make a solid lesson plan, and according to the syllabus that would be given to me by my school, and I am quietly confident that I will be able to impart my duty successfully given an opportunity. Okay. Okay, Tipu, what is the significance of your name? Because Tipu is a very historical name. Do you know who is Tipu in history? It seems that Tipu has lost connection. So Tipu has come back. Tipu? Yeah. So Tipu seems to have lost connection. He is not responding anymore. So let us move to the second participant, Binodini Malik. I will get back to you, Tipu, again. Binodini?
Yes,
can you hear me? Yeah. So
yes,
Binodini, tell me something
yes, sir.
about yourself. For which post, what is your qualification, etc.
Sir, I am Binodin Malik. I have done my graduation in SS Autonomous College with chemistry honors in 2018. And then I have done my BEd, Bachelor in Education, Dietpur in 2020.
Your voice is
Then now
breaking.
I am working as a assistant
I
teacher
think
in
the connection might be
station
not
Major
proper. Your voice is breaking, Binodini.
Sir, due to network problem.
Yeah, because
Sir?
I can't hear you properly. So, okay, you go ahead. So you have done your graduation from the SCS College, Puri, in chemistry honors.
Then I have completed my BEd in Diet Puri 2020. Sir. Then now I am working as assistant teacher in Radhakant Vidyapith Station Bazar, Delhi.
Very good. Okay, Binodini, since basically, so you are going to teach science, isn't it?
No, sir. Mathematics.
So you are also going to teach mathematics.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Describe your teaching style, how you teach mathematics to the students.
Sir, when I am going to school, firstly I discuss the previous class lecture. Then goes to the new topics. Sir, express karban.
You see, in Oavs, questions will be asked in English. Last year, from the last year student, what I have interacted. So you have to be very
Yes,
good in communicating in English. So if you speak in Odia, only Odia students will be asked questions in Odia. Otherwise, all of us must remember their communication will be in English. So you practice your answers in English. So
yes,
you
sir.
can say your teaching style, which methodology you are going to approach or adopt, and likewise, our pedagogy sir, Mr. Satyaranjan sir, will give you notes about your teaching style. Okay.
Again, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, another question related to classroom. I'm going to ask you. How do you deal with bullying in your classroom? I mean, suppose a student is not coming to the class, and you, after investigation, you find out that the student is bullied by certain students. So how could you bring back that student who has not come or who is not coming regularly? Do you have any idea?
Sir, first of all, I will discuss with the students that the cause behind it. What is the cause? Why they are not coming school in regularly? Which not coming the school in regularly? Then I will discuss it matter with our HM. Then we'll take necessary steps, necessary action towards the children, and
No.
we'll
That
try
is, yeah, you
the
have given
solve
the answer, but no. Please listen my points. What I am saying. Actually, suppose a student has lost confidence. First of all, you have to interact with that student and tell him or her who has lost confidence in classroom that if you are bullied, don't worry, because patience is the biggest motivating factor. So he has lost his self-esteem. You have to ask the student in which aspect he or she is good. And as the students are not that mature, so you have to tell other student about his achievements and try to bring his confidence back. Suppose he is good at singing or good at painting, and so that those students who have bullied him will start appreciating him or her, so that once he gets a motivation that he has got back his self-esteem, I think he will definitely come back with renewed vigor and enthusiasm and will start attending classes. For that purpose, you need to meet that student personally and make him convinced that he is a very worth a very valuable student to the class, to the society, because most of the students, because of the lack of confidence and self-esteem, stop coming to the school. Okay. Okay, Binodini.
Yes, sir.
Next, I am coming to Chintu Pradhan. Chintu, how are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Chintu, how you prepare your lessons before the class?
Sir, for teaching, it is the most important steps. So, before conducting any classroom situation, we have to well prepare for the lessons. For that, we need to understand the need and requirement of the students. Firstly, then define the objective. After defining the objective, we'll have to decide the media and methods and for the particular lesson. Then I'll design the evaluation strategies for the students. Thereafter, if the lesson is demanding some project work or co-curricular activities, then I'll go for that also.
Very good. What qualities make a successful teacher? In other words, what are the qualities of a successful teacher?
Yes, sir. Means being a good teacher, firstly, the teacher should be competent in his content knowledge. Then qualities like integrity, adaptive, hardworking, and multitasking. And, these are the basic.
No, actually, the voice is not that clear, I am afraid. So I am telling you the answer. First of all, a successful teacher is someone who managed to bring the break the barrier between the teacher and the student. First of all, students need to relate themselves with the teacher. So first of all, students must start asking questions and make the class interact. That's the number one point. And second point, as everybody, all of you know, a good teacher teaches, but a great teacher inspires. So you have to inspire your students through real life example. Your personality will be such that students will get inspired. Personality, I mean, you must have some obligations to the school apart from teaching. For example, if suppose you see someone in an unhygienic condition, or someone who is not coming to school because of the financial problem, who goes there and motivate the parents not to make him a child labor, like this. And you see students are neat and clean, environment is clean, students' language is not vulgar and indecent. So apart from teaching, you have to do some extra activities which will inspire students that this teacher is concerned about ourselves. He is one amongst us, not just a parrot-like person who delivers some bombastic lectures and go back. Okay.
Sir.
These are the characteristics. And the third characteristic of a good teacher is that he utilizes all the resources he has or she has, so that the instruction material at his possession should be maximized for the benefit of the students. Particularly in this age, in this 21st century age, the teacher must utilize all the resources he has at his disposal. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, Chintu. So, Chintu, what was your subject yesterday? You told me.
Sir, it is social studies.
Social studies. Okay. So, particularly, which subject of social studies you are more confident? Like history, geography, polity. Which subject?
So, for my graduation subject is concerned, I have honors in.
Given an opportunity, which subject you will be?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, audible, but not properly. I am afraid. I mean, network, I mean, data might have been lost from your cell phone. So please keep the data, because otherwise, keep a broadband connection where you go there and attend classes. Because voice breaks, it is quite not satisfactory for me to listen what you are saying, so that I can find out flaws in your speech.
Actually, I am in broadband connection to Geo Fiber. I don't know what
you have Geo Fiber?
Yes, sir.
What is the plan you have taken? 1400, 900, 699 or 350?
Sir, it's 1400.
1400 means 300 Mbps. That's quite
Yes, sir.
nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Till then voice is breaking. That might Geo.
I think that no sir. My data speed is currently 250 Mbps, but I think there might be some other issues here.
Yes, because yesterday your voice was quite nice and clear, but today it is breaking. So if you have Geo fiber, then I should not raise any question about the connectivity issue. Anyway, so I'm asking, which subject is your favorite subject in teaching?
Sir, so for my graduation subject is concerned, I have honors in economics, but as a teacher, it means as a being a teacher of SST, I prefer geography, economics, and political science, and I have it means little weak points in content of history.
Okay, fine. So you are interested in geography, polity, economics, etc. Fine, good enough.
Sure.
So tell me, in which year Niti Aayog was formulated or became in India law? Niti Aayog.
Sir, before Niti Aayog,
Planning
it was
Commission was replaced in.
yes, sir. Before Niti Aayog, it was named as Planning Commission, and it was formed in the year 2015, 1st of January.
Very good. So, what are the objective of replacing Planning Commission with Niti Aayog?
Sir, the main objectives of Niti Aayog is making planning and policies for the economic development of the country.
Okay. So, could you tell me in which Planning Commission the major motto was poverty alleviation?
No, sir. Sorry, I don't have. I'm not able to recall it.
Actually, it is in fifth plan, which was in 1974 to 1978, Garibi Hatao, the so-called Nara, during which I think
Indira
Honorable.
Gandhi.
Yes. Now you got my point. Very good.
Yes.
So actually, you have to know the objective of each main objective of each 5-year plans. Since economics was one of the subjects, so you must know.
Sir.
Like in first, that is heavy industry, agriculture, etc. Okay.
Sir.
Good enough. Then coming to geography, how many states India has?
Currently,
How many states India has?
Currently, it is 28 states and 9 Indian territories.
What is the capital of Arunachal Pradesh?
Arunachal Pradesh.
If you can't remember exactly, you can say unable to recollect. I think it is Itanagar or something like that, because I am not a geography teacher. Itanagar. Yeah. So these are the things layman knows. They might not dive deep into your subject. Teacher might ask, but as a SST teacher, at least you remember the country, capital, currency. These are also. Yesterday I told general awareness also carries 5 marks, right? So you know some general awareness question. Okay, Chintu, do you read newspaper?
Currently, I am not getting time to get into.
No, please make sure at least till interview you just go through the newspaper, because some current questions might be asked. Who knows? Like today, our Honorable Prime Minister has addressed an Indian diaspora in Tokyo, in which Prime Minister visit the Quad Summit, etc. So all these things might come into picture, because general awareness means current as well as static. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, Chintu. Nice interacting with you. I will move to Manasmita Sahu. Manasmita, can you hear me?
Sir, I have a request.
Please go ahead.
Sir, sir, if you can turn on your video, it will be helpful for us for development of eye contact, if it is possible.
Video.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
If
for
it is
that
possible.
purpose, yes, it's quite possible because I have no issues in giving videos also.
No, sir.
But where are you staying right
Actually,
now?
sir, why I am saying it is because eye contact is it plays a very much important role in the interview. So anyhow, it will impact somehow because it is like a audio
Yeah,
conversion.
I will consider this. I will consider this point. For that purpose, I have to open up because I am not fond of using mobile screens. Since right now I am not in front of my laptop and desktop. That's why I'm not switching on my video tab because I hate looking at cell phones and small screens. My eyes are get irritated. That's why I seldom use
No,
cell
no, no,
phones.
no,
Okay.
no problems, no problems.
But if I switch on my laptop or desktop, I'm quite comfortable in those videos because
Yes.
yes, I have no issues with my eyes, but because the screen occupies a lot of time because we are doing a lot of transactions, etc., etc. But tomorrow onwards,
Yes.
I will switch on my laptop and we will use the camera so that you can see me clearly. Okay.
Sir, okay,
Just
sir.
for the sake of now, if you want to see me for a short period of time, I can switch on my video. You can have a look at me. Okay. So I'm switching my video.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Just can you see me? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Pinto.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're visible, sir.
Visible.
Yes.
Okay. So as you see, I am looking at my cell phone. So if I look at cell phone over a long period of time, I may not be able to speak naturally. Okay.
Sir. No issues, sir. No issues, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Nice. Thank you. Okay. Now, so I'm coming back to Manasmita Sahu. Manasmita, yesterday your network was not proper. Today, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Manasmita Sahu. It seems
Yes,
like
sir.
Manasmita might have. Yeah, Manasmita, you have got your connection. Manasmita, introduce yourself, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, ମୁଁ ମନସ୍ମିତା ସାହୁ ଭଦ୍ରକରୁ ବିଲଙ୍ଗସ୍ କରୁଛି। ମୋର 2015ରେ ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ ଏବଂ 2020ରେ ମୁଁ ଇନ୍ଦିରା ଗାନ୍ଧୀ ଓପନ୍ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିରୁ ମୋର B.Ed କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ ଏବଂ 2012ରୁ ମାନେ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଗୋଟିଏ ନୋଡାଲ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ଟିଚରସିପ୍ କରୁଛି।
ନାଇଁ ତମର କଣ ଓଡ଼ିଆ କି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍, TGT ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ମୁଁ ବିଲଙ୍ଗସ୍ କରୁଛି।
ଭେରି ଗୁଡ୍। ତ ତମର ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ ଟା ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଦେବ। ତ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆଜିକା ଯୋଉ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ଟା ନବା ପାଇଁ ତମର କେବେଠୁ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଥିଲା? ଓଡ଼ିଆ କିନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ
ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜଏନ୍ କଲି 2012ରୁ ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଲି କି ମାନେ ବହୁତ ପିଲା ମାନେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଡାଉନ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ଇଭିନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଭିଡିଓସ୍ ହୁଏ ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ଆଗକୁ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭ୍ କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ତ ସେବେଠୁ ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଆସିଲା ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ଟ ବେଶୀ ସମୟ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ
I am unable to hear a single sentence. ମୁଁ ତମର ଭଏସ ଟୋଟାଲି ଶୁଣି ପାରୁନି। ମନସ୍ମିତା, ତମର ନେଟୱାର୍କ ଇସୁ ରହୁଛି କି ଟିକେ?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍, ମୁଁ ତ ଭଦ୍ରକରେ ଅଛି ପୁରା।
ତମର ଭଏସ ଶୁଭୁଛି, ମାନେ ଟିକେ ଶୁଭିଲେ ଟିକେ ରହିଯାଉଛି। ତ ଯେହେତୁ ଭଦ୍ରକ ବା ଇଏରେ ରହୁଛ, ଆମର ଜଣେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ନଭେଲିଷ୍ଟ ଫକୀର ମୋହନ ସେନାପତିଙ୍କର କିଛି ବହି ନା କହିଲ? Not a single sentence is audible. So I am moving to somebody else. So Manasmita is not audible. So you have to give some data in the interview. It seems that you are consuming all the data by 8 o'clock. That's why your network is fluctuating. It seems. So now I'm moving to Soma Panigrahi. So are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Soma. How do you do?
Yes, sir. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Soma. So basically, you are preparing for English teacher, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Soma, may I ask you a few questions on English literature, if you don't mind?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Tell me, who is the father of English literature?
So, so, father, Sir Chaucer, Geoffrey Chaucer.
Yeah. What is his famous work for which he is famous?
So, Canterbury Tales.
Very good. Tell me two important literary figures of neoclassical period.
Um, so, the neoclassical period generally belongs 17th century to 18th century. In that period, of course, Johnson and others, other are generally recalled Johnson. So Johnson, Dryden.
Johnson. And what about John Dryden, Alexander Pope?
Yes, sir. Johnson.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Dryden, Pope, Sir Swift. Um,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Jane Austen belongs to which era of English literature? Jane Austen. She is a
Jane
novelist. She belongs to
Yes,
which
sir.
era? Jane Austen.
So Jane Austen belongs to the 18th century. Means uh,
Which age?
so 18th century.
Victorian. She is a Victorian novelist, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Tell me a few novels written by Jane Austen.
So Emma, so Pride and Prejudice, Sense and
Very
Sensibility,
good.
Mansfield Park.
Have you read Emma?
Yes, I have read Emma.
Very good. What was its theme? Which subject Emma focuses?
So Emma generally focus on class distribution. Generally, uh, Emma was mediator, and she
No, no.
tried to fix perfect suit for the girls, and the the class distribution generally shows because she thought that
Actually,
if
Emma is about matchmaking. Yes, she is looking for perfect life partner, though her life partner is in front of us, but she kept on searching till she realizes first, till she finds her true love. Okay, that middle-aged
yes,
man,
sir.
isn't it?
Yes, yes,
So that was about proper matchmaking and seeking the true love. Because these days that physical obsession or infatuation is not true love. Rather, the true love is something which we seek with proper care, affection, etc., etc. Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. So it seems that you have, I can't say perfect in English literature, but you know something. Then tell me, teaching English, the vocabulary plays an important role. So how do you improve the word power of your students? Vocabulary power.
Yes, so generally vocabulary plays an important role of English literature, and also because it is very important in writing and to understand difficult word while reading text. So by giving students task, I can give students tasks so that they can write 5 words from dictionary every day, so that they could get knowledge of new words. And also I can do some classroom activities in which there should be discussions and a word game kind of thing, so that they can improve their vocabulary.
Hmm. First thing, I think the thing you have told correctly. I am telling you from my own experience. Uh,
Yes,
I have almost unconsciously mastered a lot of words because of reading. If you read good content and try to guess the meaning of the word from the context, automatically your vocabulary will improve. Like you have to inculcate that reading habit amongst the students and try to use the idioms, phrases, word followed by preposition, and difficult words. If they go on memorizing words, I don't think their vocabulary will ever improve. Okay. So first
yes,
of all, they have to read some things in which the word power they don't have and try to guess the meaning from the context. That is the best thing. Then the practices you have told, that comes later. Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay, Soma, what is the biggest challenge a teacher might face in the classroom?
According to my opinion, the biggest challenge is the diversity, because in a classroom there are lots of students having different knowledge power. So being a teacher, uh, he or she should be like uh, give justice to each and every student in the class by giving proper attention,
Hmm.
by giving proper guidance and understanding their difficulties.
So how could it be achieved? Because the knowledge varies from one student. Do you have any methodology to achieve it?
Yes, sir. So first of all, the teacher should know the drawbacks, the problems a student is facing while reading, while understanding a text. By being proper in
No,
English,
no, the
I'm give.
diversity. Yes, but I
Yes,
think I have a solution. If you have to identify some bright students, like 5 to 10, how many rows, and you have to make one bright student at least mix with a group of dull students, so that the diversity, that bright students should be entrusted with the responsibility to make them enthusiastic, make them fall in line with the teaching, so that because this methodology has been adopted successfully by few teachers, I have noticed, and then you can apply. And the most biggest challenge I feel, maintain the discipline in the classroom. So how you normally maintain discipline in the classroom? Please tell me.
yes, sir. So generally the students get
When students are
distracted.
shouting.
Yes, sir, because they have a lack of interest in that topic either, or they're tired of reading the reading by being a prolonged period in the schedule. So by giving a short by imparting short knowledge or giving them task, a fun task, or by recollecting the previous chapter which I've already told them, then by these procedures I can make their attention grab and make them easily understand the topic which I will be
Do
reading
you
at that
believe in punishment, inflicting punishment on the students, like some corporal punishment, slapping them in the sticking, beating them with stick? Do you believe in punishment
time. No, sir, I don't
if
believe
students
in
are unruly
punishment.
and
Rather
nothing?
than no, sir. Punishment doesn't make things correct. Rather, they will make a student afraid of reading. So, apart from punishment, I will give them a better suggestion and guidance, so then they can have a interest in the study.
Okay. Okay, Soma, thank you for your answers. You are on your way
I want to ask
towards.
you something.
I mean, please ask.
Sir, I want to ask you, sir. Sir, so I want to ask you that if the interviewer will ask me to give a demo class or anything, so then which area I will choose, a prose or a poetry or a grammar?
Hmm. Hmm. So, which one you
If
are
the interviewer,
going to
yes,
choose?
sir. Yes, sir,
Actually,
which will
this
be
is asked very rarely. This is asked very rarely. But if it is asked, which one you are confident of?
sir. I'm more confident on poetry.
Yeah. So definitely you have to teach because they have very little time because there are so many people they have to take interview. So they will maximum give you 5 to 10 minutes. So in that period of time, you have to showcase your talent and impress them. So how do you teach poetry?
So that
Do you
is
have,
one I want to
because
ask you.
poetry
I
actually
have to
normally,
recall the whole poem. Or,
no. Actually, poetry is best taught through recitation, through rhythm. Actually, poetry not only poetry are meant to be read. Actually, isn't it? So first of all,
yes,
you
sir.
have to read the poem in a very rhythmic way so that that pattern of the poem must be understood. Then one has to get the sense that what type of poem is it. It is a modern poem, or romantic poem, or a sonnet, or a elegy. What type of poem you have to tell. If it is a poem based on some sorrow, then it is an elegy. If it is a romantic poem, we have to find out. If it is a poem, didactic poem, in some moral issues are discussed. Accordingly, you have to deliver your poem if you are interested. But I think if you will be asked to teach, you will better off teach some grammar so that you will be more coherent and to the point. If you are confident enough about some grammatical categories,
Yes,
like
sir.
difference
Yes,
between simple present and present progressive. So simple present, you can put a line in the left side. You can write simple present. It is about the points, universal truth, its structure, like habits, daily routines, instantaneous habitual action, etc. And in the present
yes, sir.
progressive, you again write structure, temporary things, action is continuing, happening in front of our eyes, recent trends, etc. So in that way, grammar will be more effective and eye-catching. Because poem, if you teach, I'm not sure whether you will be able to impress upon the jury or not. If you ask
Sir,
me the
so I
question,
have a comment on grammar, but I'm afraid that they will ask some intricate questions whether I will get answer or not. Because in grammar there are also difficult questions. So some are from even
like it
prepositions
depends.
and
It
other.
depends whether you are confident on grammar. If you are not confident, then you can go back to your favorite subject, poetry or prose. So as I said, no, if you teach poetry, you have to see what type of poem you please. Like in Tennyson's In Memoriam, it is an elegy, but Milton's poems
Yes,
are
sir.
normally on his blindness. It is a sonnet like this. Okay, so you have to find out what sort of poem you are going to teach, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay, thank you. Then I'm again coming back to Tipu Muduli. Tipu,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Tipu, I had asked before you left, what is the significance of your name? In your name, a great historical figure in India, freedom fighter.
Yes, sir. It's a Tipu It's sir. It's a Tipu Sultan.
So which country he ruled? Which state? Do you have any idea about your namesake?
Yes, sir. He was Tipu Sultan, the tiger of Mysore, which is the present day Karnataka.
He was Mysore. Good.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the name of the father of Tipu Sultan?
Sir, Hyder Ali.
Very good. Yeah. So this thing, because your name matters a lot, sometimes they ask the significance of your name. Since you carry that unique name Tipu, they might ask you. That's why I have asked. Okay, Tipu, what are your hobbies?
Sir, my hobby is sometimes I go for bicycling, whether with the friends, or with the things. And in the leisure time, I would try to make some wall hanging things or some things that are on my table from the garbage or waste postcard, etc. Sometimes I read,
Fantastic hobby.
sir,
Hmm.
and sir,
Very
casually,
nice hobby.
sir, and sir, casually sometimes I read some books. And
So, where you picked up that hobby? When exactly, at what age you picked up those hobbies?
sir, after
Recently
my,
or from the childhood?
yes, sir, after my graduation, because after my graduation, when I admitted for B.Ed, I also appeared for TIFR and just like exams. I also felt and that a young age, the depression is so cool and I lived lonely, and that is which hobbies are completed. And also at that time the COVID came out and everyone is at home. Instead of boring and watching movies, let's do something. So
So,
hobbies
what
are
what thing that COVID has taught us? The pandemic has taught us many lessons. What you have learned from pandemic?
yes, sir. Um, we have to keep with our cultures first thing.
Hmm.
That helps us a lot. Like the handshake and uh, our namaste is much
Hmm.
more powerful handshake this, and our gada,
Hmm.
which is 3 minute router. We have one thing I learned that is keep
First of
with our,
all, that Indian Vedic philosophy is sadachar. That means keeping sanctity, keeping food in a very good condition. All these things, the pandemic, that our Vedic culture is still relevant in this 21st century. Okay.
okay, sir.
Good. Do you think that which subject do you teach? SST or science?
No, sir. TGT mathematics.
Mathematics. Who is the father of modern mathematics?
Sir, there is not one. There are so many, starting from Euler, Einstein.
Hmm? In India, who are the great mathematician whom we remember, father of mathematics?
It's the Brahmagupta, um,
Hmm?
Aryabhata, Ramanujan,
Um,
then
so Ramanujan, why he is remembered?
Sir Ramanujan is remembered for his contribution to pi. He gave different formula to calculate pi, number theory. Ramanujan had a number.
Yes. Actually, he is vastly regarded as father of modern mathematics. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good. Yes, there are Aryabhatta, there's Ramanujan, etc. Good. So tell me, how will you remove the fear of mathematics from the mind of the students? Because mathematics normally is quite fearful subject. Students are very afraid of that subject.
Yes, sir. So one thing I noticed when we integrate the day-to-day life examples with mathematics, mathematics become more easier. Instead of the book is knowledge and writing long equations in blackboard, if we integrate daily routines, daily activities, like everything starts from mathematics, like morning 6, from morning 6 o'clock to day at night, um, from a step up to step down, everything is accounting. These day-to-day life activities when included in class, I think that's the easier way to do mathematics with fun activities.
Yeah. Very good. So that students will definitely, I mean, the first thing is that it is a practice and pattern based subject. So students must start from the small examples, so that they will build confidence after solving small problems. They will gain confidence, and that confidence will take them a long way in solving more difficult problems. In that way, you can inculcate confidence amongst the students. And apart from that, they must realize the importance of mathematics in day-to-day calculations. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, students, that's all. for today. I think you have, all of you have improved since last day. Few newcomers are today. So today only this class was there, or some other classes were also given to you?
No, sir, this is last class. Sir, I have one question. You
I mean,
asked me.
any pedagogy subject?
No, sir. It is the first class of today.
It is the first class. Are there any other classes after this class?
No, nothing scheduled today for today.
Not in schedule. Okay. I have to look into the matter, because you know, the subject knowledge class is more important. As I have said yesterday, that
Yes,
20
sir.
marks will be asked from your subject knowledge. So I
Yes,
will
sir.
make sure from the, yes.
Sir,
So please focus on your subject.
actually, sir, we have issues that means, we are not getting what notified about the schedule. Okay, if you notify the schedule,
Yes.
means,
I will
earlier,
ask the
we-
Murali,
we
Mr. Murali,
will
who
be
is in charge
prepared.
of schedule. After this class is finished, I will inquire about it, and I am pretty sure from
And
tomorrow, by tomorrow morning, you will get the correct schedule.
sir, and
As
one more thing.
the host.
Yeah, we have only few days left, about 5 to 6 days. So it will be better if you guide for the it means subject.
Yes,
What
yes.
are the need to be covered? The basic things, and they will ask only the basic things. So,
Yes.
as per the need, what
Yes.
are the basic things that we need to cover? If they will guide us with
That's why I am putting more stress. From tomorrow, suppose your mathematics students are 2 students, questions on mathematics will be asked. If you are from English, question on English. As the time is running out, you will see the difference from, because the schedule, because some hosts are arranged properly. That's why schedule there was a problem. What I have, because I am not a schedule maker. So there is a guy called Mr. Murali. He prepare schedule. I will ask him and prepare the schedule by tonight itself. So by tomorrow morning, that WhatsApp group, the schedule will be given to all of you. Okay?
Sir, I have one
I
question.
assure.
Sir, as a fresher, how will I introduce myself in the class?
You see, as I always said, interview is just like a game of tennis. You have to throw the ball in the court, and accordingly, you have to play the game of interview. Like this, if you are a fresher, you give such an introduction that they will be forced to ask you cross questions on your area of interest. First of all, as a fresher, you don't have teaching experience, but you have to give them that introduction, that as if you are born to teach, you are passionate about teaching, and teaching is a good profession. So the things you tell, already you have some knowledge about that subject. That first of all, many students say that myself is Pradeep Mahapatra. This is the wrong question. You can say I am or my name is. This is the right way to give introduction. Then don't tell use other adjectives. Simply tell about your qualification, for which you are going to teach. Number one, and the qualities that make a good teacher. Sir, I am disciplined, punctual, student friendly, and interactive. The adjective you use about yourself, which is good for teaching rather than good for some other profession. And accordingly, they will ask you, how you think that you are disciplined? Yes, sir. Because of my disciplined approach to preparation, I am able to crack the Oavs. That shows that you have qualified the written. How are you punctual? Sir, normally I attend my classes, or if my tuitions, etc. on time. I am never late. Punctual. So from your qualities, you will consume 5 to 6 minutes, so that they can't ask you more questions. Okay. So this is the way to go about introducing yourself as a fresher. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So I am rounding up today's discussion on this positive note. See you tomorrow in the at around 8 o'clock. Till then, bye.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.